The Supreme Court upholds the law that was passed by Congress in a bipartisan manner, signed into law by Joe Biden last April, to find a new buyer within 270 days. The Supreme Court has now ruled that that law stands. What happens to the app, however, is a wide open question.
And this was a pretty momentous discussion. And in fact, we just heard from President-elect Trump through Truth Social that he spoke to President Xi this morning, of course, the president of China, which owns the TikTok app. And this did come up. We don't know what was discussed, but it did come up.
And as of today, TikTok is back. So, you know, I did a little TikTok thing. We have a guy, TikTok Jack. He's a young kid, like 21 years old. And we hired this guy, and I went on TikTok. Can you believe what I'll do to win an election? And we went on TikTok, and Republicans have never won the young vote, the youth vote. They win a lot of votes, but they never won the youth vote. We won the youth vote by 36 points. So I like TikTok. I like it. I like it.
What the hell is going on, guys? TikTok gets banned, then unbanned. Someone stop the madness. My take? TikTrash is a Chinese spyware app. It's never been a problem for them to find a buyer. They just don't want to sell because it's true. Also, they are for the woke agenda movement. There's no freedom of speech for conservatives on TikTok. If you speak about genders over there, you better watch out. The same goes when you talk about the migrant crisis and how people shouldn't cross the border illegally. Be very careful. You might get banned or shadow banned, which is almost the same thing. No one will watch your content because TikTok is against anything that is pro-American. In essence, TikTok is the pro-migrant app. And although President Trump is aware about the Chinese government spying on Americans, he's not aware about TikTok promoting the woke virus and migrant content, along with silencing conservatives. That's why his team should further investigate and let him know right away that we want this piece of trash app gone, completely gone from this country. Now, obviously, you know who's happy? The devil's daughter. She is so elated that the TikTrash app is back on, and it didn't take long for her to make fun of President Trump and Americans alike, because, you know, that's what she does. In addition to that, I want to give you an update on this individual. You see, right now, she is located in the Tampa Bay, Florida area. And this information has been forwarded to USCIS officials, so they know that she is no longer in New York City. And I'll show you how I know this information, along with other updates we have from this wonderful migrant. There are other important updates that we have to go through, but I'll show you those later on in the episode. Now check it out. This is the last episode that's being recorded under the disastrous Joe Biden administration. Hence, please welcome back my co-host for the very last time, Joe Biden. Joe, wake up. Joe.
What a stupid son of a bitch.
Thanks. Likewise, Joe. That being said, it is time for the donkey of the week. And wow, what a horrendous 4 years America has gone through under this individual and his administration. He turned America into a third world country. Oh, yes, he did. And now President Trump has to clean it up. But things shouldn't be that way. Sure, you will encounter some setbacks as a Democratic or Republican president. Anything can and will happen. But these people over here, the Joe Biden administration, destroyed this country as much as they could. It's almost as if They did it on purpose. From the crappy economy, persecuting your political opponents, opening the borders. Guys, a complete disaster. But it's finally over.
What a stupid
That's
son
why.
of a bitch.
Yeah, exactly. So, Joe, please step forward. You are without a doubt the donkey of the week.
Donkey!
In any event, President Trump saved TikTok for now. And the migrants are celebrating like there's no tomorrow. Because remember, they're nothing. Absolutely nothing without TikTrash. Furthermore, we have some TDA Trashy Gang updates along with other very important immigration news. And all of it right here, right now. Let's get started.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Why don't we start with the pro-communist Venezuelan migrant Evelyn Merlo, aka the devil's daughter. You know that she calls herself God's daughter, but we call her the devil's daughter, and rightfully so. So this pro-communist and anti-American individual has been in a long-term relationship with Johnny Tovar. Remember the other thug that said to immigration officials they can go ahead and do you know what to his you know what. Well, Johnny left the devil's daughter and is now with another Venezuelan migrant. He is no longer in the state of Florida. As you can imagine, the devil's daughter has been losing her mind over this. Look, we could care less about this migrant love triangle, but it is funny to watch the devil's daughter suffer a little bit, being that she's made fun of America so many times. Not to mention the amount of assistance she's received from the American taxpayers, and all of it has been a complete waste. Needless to say, here you have Johnny making fun of the devil's daughter. He's been insulting her and making threats of releasing some nude videos and photos of her when they were together. And the trolling has been pretty amazing, if you will, against the devil's daughter, which is, you know, something that you can sort of appreciate, being that she protected this thug so many times. He's a lazy bum, and she's been sustaining him. I'm confident that most of the assistance she's received was due to her apparent lung problems. Remember, she has asthma, supposedly. And well, she's been protecting him back in New York and then took him to Florida. And per her own statement, she's the one that paid for him to come through the southern border. But all of it has come to an end because now he is making fun of her on TikTrash. But that does not get Johnny off the hook. Him and his new girlfriend are currently being investigated by yours truly and the Vega Access channel. I have some information about where he is right now, but I will not release it until I get more confirmation. I don't want to compromise this investigation. Therefore, I'll give you an update on him and his new girlfriend when the right time comes. As for the devil's daughter, here she is on a live stream, flipping out on Johnny, telling him that she is the devil's daughter and that everything works out for her in the end because the devil's children are already accounted for and she's one of them. and that she prayed to the devil to ask him to please remove any bad things out of her way, and he was one of them. And as she's saying all of these things, you can sort of hear her, how she's about to cry. I mean, it's pretty pathetic. And then she just became unhinged, saying that, oh, well, you threatened me with releasing nudes. Well, then I'm going to get naked right here. I mean, it was insane, guys. She's like she's totally lost her mind. Now, that was the summary of the translation, but I want you to hear the clip in Spanish.
Maldito para poder brillar. Yo brillo con la luz propia. Tengo luz propia porque Dios no le da cacha a todo el mundo. Dios tiene a sus hijos contados. Y yo soy una de ellas. Y por eso es que me va bien en la vida. Y siempre le pido a Dios que me quite todas las cosas malas de mi camino. Y te me quitó del medio, Johnny, porque era una mata de sal. Maldito. Era una mata de sal. Porque conseguía 40, 50 dólares. Y prefería darte un plato de comida a ti. Rolito, maldito. ¿Quieres ver malandreo? Yo te pongo a ver malandreo. Sube todos los videos que quieras. Lástima que no me puedo pelar la cuca aquí para que me la vean. Lástima, maldito, que no me puedo pelar la cuca para que me vean.
What a stupid son of a bitch.
She has completely lost it. So she insulted him on live streams and videos and whatever. You, the devil's daughter, and Johnny and the ex-girlfriend or the new girlfriend, just get out. Get out. We don't want you here. Go take your drama back out of here. Go fight over there. Share your nudes. Don't share them. Just get the hell out. Anyway, the devil's daughter is pretty desperate now. She's in need and seeking a new boy toy. She is posting all of these disgusting videos. Guys, I mean, look at this. What in the world? Somebody please close this app now. On this clip, she is live streaming via Instagram. See, at this point, TikTok was banned and she was trying Instagram. She didn't like it. She hated it. And so did her friends. They were like, this sucks. This truly sucks. They were like, I don't know how to put people on or get them off the live stream. I don't know what is going on. They didn't know how to use it. And she was like, I can't even receive any gifts over here. Like, how does this even work? Such a joke. As I told you, they're nothing without TikTok. And so they're trying to figure it out. And look, she didn't even last, I think, 10 minutes on this live stream before getting off. And then TikTok came back. And here's what the pro-communist migrant said. What do you guys think? That you were going to get rid of me? Well, TikTok is back. And now the devil's daughter is reinforced, stronger. And I'm going to make this a reality for you. I had to call Donald Trump and tell him, how dare you to even think you would get rid of TikTok and take it away from me? Huh? She's mentioning Venezuelan and Salvadoran leaders. And now Trump is doing this? What do you think? I mean, you thought that I was always going to be living in a shelter. And now that I'm here paying my own rent, you're going to remove TikTok? No. I told Trump, you're going to have problems with me, I told him. Now I'm better. Now I'm bringing more content. Stronger. I don't want no mosquitoes here. Nope. I'm bad now. I'm really bad. No mosquitoes anymore. Then on this video, she's reacting to President Trump's announcement that TikTok is back. And the caption reads, me talking to Papa Trump, who gave me TikTok back, but I'm still waiting for the live streams, meaning she's still unable to do live streams. Now, what you're listening to is the Spanish translation of President Trump, which is accurate, but she is just trolling on the video. Just watch her expressions.
TikTok porque estamos hablando de algo enorme. ¿Quiénes aquí están en TikTok? Muchos. Es muy popular. Y francamente no hay alternativa. Hay muchos.
Well, there you have it. And here she is celebrating the news with one of her friends. Talk about bringing better content, guys. Once again, I repeat, this individual received hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of assistance by the American taxpayers. And that's how she was able to record so many TikTok videos where she insulted many Americans when she said that she didn't like this country, that she's a pro-communist person, and that the only reason she was here was to make dollars so that she can live a better life in Venezuela. Meaning she's a fake asylum seeker, and she took advantage of the system for years. And this is the result. Here she is bragging about the amount of money she has, all cash. And she's sort of sending a message to her ex-boy toy that, look what you're missing, kind of thing, you know, because she was sustaining him. All of it, of course, thanks to the American taxpayers. I mean, why wouldn't she have savings if she didn't pay rent for such a long time? I mean, this is the main freeloader in America right now. She has time to do this ridiculous photo shoots and other videos that she continues to record because, you know, there's no accountability for a lot of these migrants. Now, if you didn't know, the devil's daughter was actually arrested in New York City for an alleged battery case. And that's another thing that USCIS should investigate. And I hope, and I'm confident, they will. But where is she? Well, she is with this other Venezuelan migrant, Carlitas. You remember her from one of the previous episodes where I showed you how and where the devil's daughter was heading to. But we have confirmation now that she is living with this Venezuelan migrant in the Tampa Bay, Florida. You see, these individuals post their surroundings. They always give themselves up. And so with just a little bit of research, by checking out the good life that the devil's daughter is currently living, we noticed this specific restaurant and other surrounding areas and located it. So Senor Tequila over here is in Tampa, Florida. And once again, if you check out the other videos with just a little bit of research, it's clear to see that they are in that area. So devil's daughter, go ahead. Continue dancing with your family and friends. Go ahead. Just go on. We will get you out eventually. Sooner or later, we'll get you out. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get into the immigration updates. Did you guys watch what the new Secretary of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, said on Capitol Hill just a few days ago?
Would pay for this kind of concierge service for illegals, I think is outrageous. Will you end the use of the CBP One app?
Yes, Senator, if confirmed, and I have the opportunity to be secretary on day one, CBP One will be shut down. There's data and information in there that we will preserve so that we can ensure we know who's coming into this country and who's already here that we need to go find, but also we make sure that there's another program, CHNV, which I'm sure you're very familiar with, where our federal government actually paid to fly people into this country directly from other countries without any vetting or knowing who they are. So there's several of these programs that need to be eliminated, and we need to ensure that we're following legal immigration laws.
I'm glad you just mentioned CHNV. This is this is a mass parole program. Of course, as you know, our law allows parole in only very limited circumstances. There are two circumstances, and it requires case-by-case evaluation. The present administration, soon to be gone, has granted mass parole in direct defiance of the law, not case-by-case evaluation. The CHNV program is one of those instances. Will you put a stop to this abuse of our parole law and our asylum system?
Yes, we will go back to case-by-case evaluation of these parole cases and ensure that we have more resources if you will partner with us to make sure that our legal immigration system is fully utilized, that we have more judges, more immigration courts so that we can process people legally and make sure that they are going through that process rather than, like Joe Biden has done, use this as an excuse to allow people to come into our country with no consequences.
So think about that for a second. The CHNV program and the CBP1 app will be used to go and find all of these migrants that entered under Joe Biden. I mean, that left me in shock because I knew that they were going to shut down the CBP1 app, but I was not aware that the Trump administration was going to use the data of these apps and programs to now go ahead and track the migrants and get them out. I mean, that's truly amazing. It's pure genius. It saves them a lot of time and money in investigations and further research. I mean, it's all there, guys. Remember, a lot of these individuals applied for TPS and for asylum, right? So, indeed, immigration has all of that information. It's only a matter of time before the Trump administration uses the Joe Biden's data against the migrants. And yes, the devil's daughter is on that list.
What a stupid son of a bitch.
Now, there's other TDA gang updates that we have to go through, and we will. But let's watch this one. 3 TDA gang members were arrested and charged in New York City.
Now calling indictment 70157 of 25 as to Stefano Pachan.
Appearances, please. Let's wait for the defendant to be outfitted.
Not guilty.
April 2nd, Part 61 for decision on the motions.
Darwin Figuera, the grand jury of New York County, has filed indictment 70157 of 25, charging you with conspiracy in the 4th degree and other related charges. How do you plead to the indictment? Guilty or not?
Not guilty, not guilty.
Norman Serrano, the grand jury of New York County, has filed indictment 70157 of 25, charging you with conspiracy in the 4th degree and other related charges. How do you plead to the indictment? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Oh, it's so sad. It's so sad. They're allowed to say not guilty because all of these are for alleged crimes. But still, Mr. Stefano Pachan and Yorman Serrano, along with Darwin Figueroa, all 3 have been reported to USCIS officials by the VegaAxis channel. Immigration officials have to investigate all of these individuals. And finally, check this out. A migrant tunnel was found near El Paso, Texas.
So they're filling and sealing off this sophisticated tunnel that sources say transnational criminal organization were moving around 1,000 people a week through this tunnel. But here's the deal. Authorities, they still don't even know who dug it in the first place.
The journey through the seemingly endless tunnel is a long and daunting one for special agents, not knowing what or who they might encounter, as CBP says it was a route used by transnational criminal organizations. But not anymore. Cement trucks lined up along Gate 28, bucket after bucket lowered into the human smuggling tunnel to fill the underground pathway that joins Ciudad Juarez with El Paso. Former HSI Special Agent Victor Avila says tunnels in this area are rare, echoing the agency's claims of it being historic. And it has apparently been operational for over a year. Several news outlets in Mexico have reported that the underground route was promoted by other migrants on TikTok as a safe and quick pathway to get into the U.S. The smuggling tunnel is 6 feet tall and 4 feet wide and was equipped with lighting, ventilation, and wooden beams. Avila saying the construction of the tunnel happening right under our noses.
The cartel, the audacity that they have, and how they've been kind of acting with impunity, saying, well, since nobody's really checking on us, nobody's really enforcing anything, we get to build, they tell me it took almost like a year to build this tunnel. These tunnels are used for not just the movement of people, obviously the movement of drugs and other illicit activity, money, weapons, you name it, anything that could fit through there. And I've seen the sophistication of these engineered tunnels and the amount of time and money that it takes to build them. That's what's very surprising to me of the one in El Paso.
What a way to say goodbye to the Joe Biden administration with such an update.
What a stupid son of a bitch.
Exactly, Joe. That's the same thing all of us are thinking. Guys, as always, please smash the like button, subscribe, and share this video with everyone you know. It helps the algorithm tremendously. And thank you for watching. For those of you that go the extra mile, I truly appreciate you. And the shoutouts are down below. It is time to get to work. We are just getting started over here, guys. This is only the beginning.
Tomorrow at noon, the curtain closes on 4 long years of American decline, and we begin a brand new day of American strength and prosperity, dignity and pride. Bringing it all back. Once and for all, we're going to end the reign of a failed and corrupt political establishment in Washington, a failed administration. We're not going to take it anymore. We're going to stop the invasion of our borders. We're going to reclaim our wealth. We're going to unlock the liquid gold that's right under our feet. Liquid gold. We're going to bring back law and order to our cities. We're going to restore patriotism to our schools, get radical left, woke ideologies the hell out of our military and out of our government. And we are going to make America great again.